Oh, Buffalo, we're back. I had to take a day. This is a new recording here. Next day, I had to get a sleep in. I need to figure out what the hell are we doing with this team. I've come to figure out this is a massive next 2 years for us. Because, man, extension wise, Owen Power is up. When you look at our cap space, what we do have to play with next year, 34 million. Not a terrible spot. Then, like, contracts, like we could always move off of. I don't know about year off necessarily, but maybe Jake Neighbors. Maybe that's just somebody we can afford. We can afford him for this year, but after that, maybe it's not a luxury we can do. Same with a guy like Renzel, possibly. We got some avenues we can easily clear up some cap space there. But $34 million, like that is a good spot to be at in a sense. Owen Power here. What we're looking at for an extension. Big boy money. He's a franchise player. He's 92 overall. We have Aiden Bouchard. He's 21.89. He's still not there yet when you're going off of franchise top two pairing defensemen. But I'm telling you, he's on his way, and it's going to be happening quick. So this is where I've been having a big contemplation. Is this too much defense? Is this too much? Or is this just our identity? Is this where we try and excel on teams? That we have the best defensive core in the league? Suck on that, and maybe our offense kind of takes a hit a bit when it comes to that, just because we're pushing so much in our defense. Or we've been in the playoffs now 3 years in a row. Eastern Conference Finals is the farthest we've ever been. And we just got swept, spanked, fucking dummy by the Flyers. Wasn't even close. It was just, well, I mean, it was close. It was 1 goal games, but it never really felt like we were in that series. And then Montreal, that one, again, we were a young team. It was your first shot at the playoffs. You made it all the way to Eastern Conference Finals. That Montreal team, it was good. Really good first line. But it's just a lot of teams that we're losing to. Seems like their forward cores are better. So that's what I'm like, do we want to go offense? Do we want to go defense? So I've been looking around. I've just been getting an idea of what if Owen Power was on the trading block? What could we look at? And I'll be honest, gentlemen, there's not much. There really isn't much that makes me want to trade him. There are 3 teams I had in mind. 2 of them are in the Atlantic Division. That's not a great start for me already. I don't want to be dealing with this fucker for years to come in the playoffs. He's just 27. He's in the prime. Like all these teams, I'm just like thinking, of course they would trade for him. So I pretty much have my pick at the litter when it comes to things I was kind of going off of. Then what I'd want out of Boston, I mean, it'd be this Kaminsky kid, 83 overall, already, defensive defenseman. He looks nice, but then after that, it's like, I don't know, ideally you'd want some sort of first line right winger, a really good prospect. They don't have it. It's like, they had Pasternak, he doesn't want to come here. Again, they got really good centers. We don't need centers here. Like Pelusi, Hagens, obviously good players, but it's like, if we're trading away a guy like Owen Power, I need a package back. And ideally, it would be a right-handed defenseman, that's a stud prospect, or a right winger, that's a stud prospect. Positions we need to fill on this organization. Kaminsky, sure, then to say get a couple first-round picks. Do we want this, though? Like, doesn't even make sense for Boston in this sense. I mean, I think for them it makes sense. They still look like they're a pretty good team. Like, that forward core looks decent. It's like, all of a sudden you add Owen Power to this defense. Maybe they can make something work. I don't know. I don't really want to trade him to the Atlantic. I don't want to deal with him in our division. The last 2 teams, the next one here was the Maple Leafs. This was the second Atlantic team. They have a player here. Fuck, he looks good. Where is he? This guy, Thomas Stick, 82 overall. Drafted him in the 7th round. I like the shot. I like that he already has the 2 blue X factors. Like that's good. Good enough defense. He's just 19. He could already play on the team. Good X factors. I like the blue already. So like this guy, he has definitely the potential to pop off, become like a 50-goal guy. Who knows? He's already scored 20 goals. Oh, was that in the NHL though, to be fair? Yeah, it was. Yeah, so already rookie year, he scored 20 goals, 33 points. Minus 31. But this team, it doesn't make sense in terms of they're not good, right? So I don't think they'd want to get rid of a Thomas Steck or I was kind of looking at this guy as well. This was the team that had the good package that I was kind of looking at. They had this Kuka Javari guy. Nice defenseman, RD. Kind of exactly what we're looking for. Then they had the right winger. But end of the day, this team, it's just not a position where I think they'd want to make a trade like that. I don't think they're good enough. If you're trading for Owen Power, you're trying to compete and win, right? They're not there yet. Then this was the last team. The Vegas Golden Knights, they wanted him. I saw Liam Poo. He looks really good. Right winger, 85. He's young. Great shot already. Again, you're kind of getting the idea of what we're looking for. I want a right winger that could shoot. Kind of our ideas there. And then after that, it's like they didn't have anything. They didn't have any prospects, any sort of good defenseman we could use to bring back in a deal. So it's like, if I'm doing this, it'd be Liam Poo and their next two first. Then maybe this goes through if you put in Power, but I don't think we want to do that. I just don't see the point in that. I'd rather give it one more shot. I think there is a world we can extend Power, extend Bouchard, and then we're going to have a decent amount of cap space to work with. It's not the greatest. I think, doing the rough math is around 12 to 15 mil. Kind of depends where I can get them signed. Then that leaves us Lawrence, Geeky, and McLeod, kind of our big boys that we have to deal with after that next wave of the big boys. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I messing up here? At the end of the day, we're going to get him signed, Owen Power. So basically where I'm going with, we're keeping the defense. I'm going the defensive route for this team. I'm going to give it one more shot. If it doesn't work this year, because then after this year, let me just get out of here. I kind of showed you the trade ideas that I had in mind. None of it makes sense to me. I don't know. We want to win. Is Liam Poo 85 overall, going to push us over the edge? Then we're just missing out on a 92 overall Owen Power. We're in a weird window where I feel this is the team that could win. I want to give them one more shot. And then if you don't do it again next year, then it's all right. Darlene's contract's up. We got some tradable extensions. Maybe that's when we start to flip around, look around for some things. Because let me just lay it out here for you. Owen Power. We're at 34 mil. Next year, Darlene's up. And then was he kind of the only big one after that? Darlene's up, Tippett's up, McMillan's up, Ekblin Asp. Big ones there. Darlene, that's the huge one, right? It's almost there's a world where it's like you'd rather keep just Power and Bouchard than maybe Darlene would be the guy getting flipped. But he's 96, he's 30, he's your franchise, he has a no-move clause. We're just going as, this is your guy. Is he your cornerstone piece? I think Darlene is. Then it comes down to, well, can you afford two guys making 10 mil plus? You're going to have three defensemen making 10 mil. Can you afford that? Or can you only do two? I'm trying it where I'm giving our defense the shot. But after this year, if things don't go our way when it comes to the postseason, maybe that's something to look at to shake up the defensive core there. That's what I'm thinking. Because I was looking this year. Maybe this was a good time in the sense that you only had one more year with Power. Why give him the extension if you are thinking of moving on from him? But I looked around. Nothing made sense. Bouchard is our guy. I'm giving him a massive extension, but Power's getting the extension as well. But when it comes down to next year, I think it's time to make a decision. If we don't win, do we want Power? Do we want Darlene? That's how I'm looking at it, gentlemen. I don't know. Big year this year, man. I'm telling you, massive opportunity for these guys. I think I'm going to give them the extensions. I think these are guys we want to keep. We want to have them signed under our team and then figure it out from there. So we'll go over all of that, whatever I do sign them to. Now, from here, this is for this year. We're not talking about extensions, nothing else. Forward core, Rob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Notice how I didn't count him. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We got forwards to go into this lineup here for the bottom six, all right? We have $60 million in cap space. If we offload Tis Blackoff, that gets us around $18 to $19 million. I want to try and get Braden Point. So this is pretty much where we're going here when it comes to this year. For this year, the idea. We're not worrying about extensions, none of that talk. Exactly for this year, Kleber. If we can get Braden Point, Kleber has to get traded. But if we cannot get Braden Point, if it is not possible, if I trade Blackov that $18 million, if it's not enough to get Point a 1-year contract with us, 18 mil, no move, everything, it's not meant to be. Then it's like, all right, Point's not there. We keep the forward core the way that it is. We're just banking on it. This is the time that it's going to work for us. Keeping the status quo for this year. Then if it doesn't, then you're really looking at some possible changes may have to happen here, especially when it comes to big boys and big decisions. So that's where we're at. I'm leaving Kleber for now. Hoping nobody signs him to a two-way, any sort of contract like that. I'm going to trade off to Splakov's contract, see if I can somehow make Braden Point a thing. Then if he is, we'll ship off Kleber. All will be fine. Okay? That's a wrap. I'm really hoping I can mix this all into one video. I'm assuming I should. That first part of it wasn't too long. That was a pretty quick draft. Yeah, man, that was just, whoa, that was way too much for me to just absorb and record that same day. There were so many decisions here. I still don't know if this is the right route to go, but I do think it is the best. So what we are going to do, first thing, find trade. We know we don't need them. We need to clear up this cap space. Ooh, Blackov, 1 more year, 2.25. Good player. I do like him on our team. Part of me's not sure I really do want to let him go. But at the end of the day, we can find another player like this at Braden Point isn't possible. But I want to give ourselves the best opportunity to try and get Braden Point. And I feel like we can only do it for 1 year. So I'm going to try something like this. Let's just see what happens. I think I saw a 4th from Columbus. It's in our conference, but yeah, we'll take the 4th. Good deal. All right, now what we're going to do from here. 17.8. I just got to see. Does this give us any more leverage to get him to a 1-year contract? No move, all that fucking stuff. Okay. Again, he's just not too interested. But let's see. I'm going to do this. 17. I don't know. We're going to have to go into some negotiations if we are going to make this work. All right. Let's see what the hell I can do here. I'm going to try some negotiating. Never do this, but fuck. For Braden Point, 1 year. We're going all in for this cup. Why not? Give it a try.
Braden Point, G and Big Mac working his charm, playing hardball, Buffalo is all in. Screw Tampa, he's getting that power play time. Braden Point, G and Big Mac working his charm, playing hardball. Buffalo is all in. Screw Tampa, he's getting that power play time. Point, G and Big Mac working his charm, playing hardball. Buffalo is all in. Screw Tampa, he's getting that power.
We're going to try this, see what he says. The negotiating, it did move it up a little bit more at least, so we'll try it. We can only really do 1 year for a guy like Braden Point, but see what he says. See what happens. So that's our big move there. Now pretty much it's just leaving Kleber for now. We're going to sim, see what Braden Point says. Then yeah, if Braden Point accepts, holy shit, we have the best first line in the league, I'm hoping. And then we go from there. Then all in this year, Kleber gets traded for a depth defenseman. I'll have to try and find somebody, hopefully like a good youngish player that can play in our lineup now. That's ideally what I'm looking for. I did have a player in mind. I'll show you guys if that is the case. But other than that, that is it. I did sign some coaches here as well. I'll show you. So this guy, A-plus power play. Very nice. Rosa. And then the associate. He had the good penalty kill. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was this guy. Defenseman. So, signed those guys. Went through our scouts. All good there. Oh, I need to get a AHL assistant here. All right. Signed a new penalty kill guy. He's a veteran, so we'll see how that goes. And I signed a goalie coach as well for the AHL, so that's all good to go, hopefully. See what they say. But now, also, the big 2 extensions I am throwing out right now. Getting them done and out of the way. Oh, let's wait till Braden Point signs. Okay, all of our coaches signed. Very good. Braden Point accepts. Holy shit, Buffalo. God damn. He accepts that offer. 1 year at little less than 16 mil, but 16 mil 1 year. We are going all in for this Stanley Cup, all right? Now, from here, what we are going to do. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I'm throwing out extensions too. First up, our man, our future, Aiden Bouchard. He's getting the first contract here. I forget what I all had in mind for him. I think it was 7 years was the best I can get term-wise, then at 10 mil. We could do this. Boom, bam. Then we could even offer a little bit of this, little sprinkle for team no trader. Nice and easy. 7 years, 10 mil. Aiden Bouchard's the future of this organization. It's just for now, I want to try and win it all this year, but I still want to give him the extension. I'm still picturing him as that second pair LD for this year. But we'll see everybody simming and all that fun stuff. But this is the first extension. Aiden Bouchard. We'll see what he says. He's going to think about it, by all means. And then after that, the next one. Owen Power. This is a contract that we're doing just because I don't want to lose him for nothing. So I am giving him an extension that is something we can trade if it's necessary, if it's needed. We all hope it isn't, but you never know in this world. All right, so here we go. 10 mil plus 12.25 if he does end up signing this. That's 22.25. We're going to be knocked down to around 12-ish mil. Not terrible. 12 mil. Then after that, so yeah, those are the 2 extensions we're offering out. Owen Power, Aiden Bouchard. Then after that, we still have to deal with Lawrence. Still have to deal with McLeod. And we still have to deal with Geeky. So still some big question marks over here. But 12 mil to do it. Lawrence, I was looking at, he's one of those contracts where we're going to have to wait. Because it's just, if you do anything around 5-6 years, like not even 11 million gets him interested. So one of those I'm going to leave for now. Yeah, like once you do 11 that, but like no, I'm not doing that, right? So not going to sign any extension for Lawrence at this point. Maybe we get to the regular season, something more realistic will come up. Then it's like, yeah, Geeky, what are we going to do? Is he somebody we can keep? Is it Geeky we keep or Tippett? I feel like we're getting to a point we can't keep everybody, so Geeky, Tippett, Neighbors, McLeod, like, yeah, there's going to be some people coming up. Renzel, what are we going to be dealing with? So, we sent out those extensions. Now, what happens next? The last thing in this off season, it's going to have to be, unfortunately, Kleber. He's going to have to go here, gentlemen. Time for him to go to greener pastures. He's a good player for us. Again, it was always kind of, he was in the back of my mind, well, he could just be the new second pair RD, but at the end of the day, I didn't find a trade that I liked for Power, so we're going to keep Power, move on from Kleber. It's just the way shit goes sometimes, man, so let's do it. I had a trade already in mind if this situation did arise. Kleber, you're a good saber for us. You had that crazy, wicked, gross spike there that I was not expecting. Made things difficult, but hey man, that's a compliment, if anything, to you, right? So, move you on to your next organization. From one young team to another. You can go over to the San Jose Sharks. Macklin Celebrini, Will Smith, Eklund, Petzek, Misa. They need a good defenseman that could hit bodies and get them going in the right direction there. Dickinson Evans. So you got some, you're going to have around 3 players around that same kind of cap space. So I think that's a player they would definitely want. I'm guessing they're going to want to try and keep on competing here, right? So you guys can get Kleber. I want Wang. So then we do that. You guys are still a little tight on cap. I can't really help you out when it comes to cap space. So that's going to be on you guys, unfortunately. But we're going to try this. Kleber for Wang. You know what? Honestly, let me show you what this guy's all about. LD. So Renzel, he'll move to the right side for this year. 6'6", defensive defenseman. He's not an RD that I was looking for, but listen, at the end of the day, he's a good defenseman. Nice prospect, good defense, good physical, big body. I like it. We're going for Wang. So Kleber Wang, let me see if I can get a pick as well in this. How about you give me a 4th for this year? How about that? Rejected. I'll take a 7th. All right. Straight up. Oh, rejected. See, that's what I mean. I don't know if this deal will go through because they don't have the cap space. I just realized that. I'll give you a star 7th. Yeah, shit. They don't have the cap space. They do not have the cap space. Yeah, so that San Jose trade for Wang's it's just undoable. Can't do it. I was kind of looking at the Leafs again, but same thing. Bad team. Do they really want this guy? I don't know. Is that kind of a stupid trade for them? But Kleber's still young. He's 24. You guys still need some defensemen over here, right? This guy's 21 RD. His defense is pretty good, but otherwise it's not exactly great. He's just been with the Marlies. He had 1 year with the Leafs, got -10, then after that, went to the Marlies, 32 points, plus 20. I don't think that deal makes sense for them. What if I add in something? I'll give you this freezing guy as well. Listen, we can't give the Leafs too much. They're in our division. You're getting a really good player over here in Kleber, 84, 24 years of age, defensive defenseman, can grow him. You just need to play him. They wouldn't do that. I don't think they would. I don't think you could do that deal if you're the Leafs, man. They got nothing over there. That's your only good prospect. LD, 280, 20 years old, 67. He had a pretty good year. What if we try something like this here, Buffalo? Kleber, Cole Baudouin. Again, this is a guy that can maybe move on. Didn't we get... Yeah, we can send him back to Utah. It's perfect. Kleber just doesn't work on our team anymore. They want to get rid of this Prince guy. He can go down to our minors, try and tear it up. Maybe this can be somebody that can grow for us. We just may have to go a different route when it comes to our defensemen. Can go Odavine, then maybe that's a trade deadline type of thing. We could try and bolster it there. But for now, it's not like we need a great third pairing. You know what I mean? We're going to have a great top 4. You're going to have Renzel, just Odavine. Maybe we'll find somebody in free agency that we could pick up for a 1-year type of rental. But we get a good prospect here in Prince. We'll give him back Cole Baudouin. What do you guys say? Straight up? Rejected. Fair enough. What else do you guys want over here? 5th and a 7th. What do we say to this? Fuck you guys. Holy shit. Unreal. Now I feel like we're giving up a lot for a player like this in this Prince, but he's 2067. He's going to be my project down there for the AHL. See if we can really get this guy going in the right direction. This would be a nice piece if we could. But sometimes these medium elite 20 years old, they don't pan out that way. You know what I mean? But we do have to give to get. I figured Hartle, I don't know if he is going to be a part of this team. I really like the defense, but otherwise, not really there at this point. 21 years old, we can let him go. Cole Baudouin, same thing. Like his physical. Other than that, I don't know. Not really for us. They have some decent value. Kleber. I'm going to try and get a third back. We are giving up a lot in this deal. I'll see what they say. Yeah, no. Listen, you guys have got to give me back some shit, though, because this is a lot. I don't know, boys. I don't know if this is even worth it at this point. Yeah, like just straight up for this Prince. Ugh. That's dog shit in my opinion. Alright. It went through. I know Buffalo. I don't really like that one either, but we're banking on him growing, becoming a stud. I'm putting belief in Prince, alright? Kleber's gone. We got rid of some depth players for us. Wolf Maroon. Let me go through the two-way guys, get all this shit figured out. Alright. Nice defender here. Ryan Chesley. 3 years at $3 million. That's a bit of a problem, honestly. I didn't notice that part. I really am just looking for a guy for 1 year. But again, we could always just trade that. Alright, gentlemen, so I went through all the defensemen here. Pretty much where we're at with $3 million cap space. We made that weird trade. I'm still not too sure how I feel about it, but we are going to be pushing that guy. Hopefully I can get him to grow there. That defenseman that we traded for Kleber and a couple depth picks. We signed some good depth guys. Turcotte was out there. So again, if injuries happen, we just had more prospects that I liked ahead of Hartl and Baudouin. So that's pretty much why I was willing to put them in that trade to get that medium elite defender. Kleber gone, just couldn't afford him anymore. We made an offer for this guy, this Dravecki. He was with the Flyers last year. He wants like 1.25, 2 years. I offered it. He'll just stick with the Flyers, is what it is. But if he magically says yes, perfect. But if not, we're at the point where I think we're just going to have to go with keep our cap space where it's at. Go with these defenders. This is how it's going to be shaken out here for the defense. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it's Solville, whichever way it goes. But that's kind of your 7 there. Then in the system, you had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So more depth pieces for this year right now. But again, when it comes to the trade deadline, we could always make an acquisition. That'll be fine. So I'm just going to sim up a bit. We'll see if Power extends, Bouchard extends, see what that Flyers guy says. Then after that, we're simming right to the regular season. Holy shit, this has been a long off season here, gentlemen. And then check out those lines. Get ready for that year 6 sim. Come on. All right. Owen Power, he extends 12.25 for 8 years. Huge extension there for Owen Power. Eden Bouchard, he extends as well, 7 years at $10 million. Buffalo, you got your defense locked up here. Bouchard, Power. Interesting what's going to happen with Dahlin and everything else after this, but we got them locked up for now. That's all that matters. I'm going to have to mix a match from there. Yeah, he accepts, but Philly will match. All right. Didn't get the Flyers player. Let's sim up to that regular season. You know what? Before I do, let's take a look at this. Where are we at for cap space for next year? 14.5 right now. 14.5. Not terrible. Not terrible. Lawrence, did your price get a little... No. He's... Ooh. Maybe like 3 to 4 years you got a little more reasonable. I'm going to try this Buffalo. It might be stupid. He may say no. Whatever. But I'll do 5 years. That goes right up to the McKenna extension as well. So they'll both be up at the same time. 8.5, 5 years. 8-team no trade list there for him. See what he says. Holy shit. Lawrence signs. Maybe a bad extension. I don't know. But 8.5 for the next 5 years. He's under our team rights for the next 6. Shit. Sign me up. I'm good with that. All right, Buffalo. Simmed up here to the year 6 preseason. Your Buffalo Sabres, they're all in. This is the year that GM Big Mac, he pushed all the chips in. This is our time. I'm going to start off with the AHL, though. Turcotte, Kuleshov, Arsenault. Arsenault, tough break. He's 81 overall, but he's still depth forward at the end of the day. I like his shot, like the senses. I'm just seeing a Jordan Eberle 2.0 here with Arsenault. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm seeing. Kuleshov, again, he's our low elite. He's 22 years old, jumped up to 79, sniper, pretty good shot. So that's an interesting player. Good defense. What else? Fritz Meyer, this is his first shot in the AHL. Grew to 73, man. Sky's the limit with this guy. McIntyre, this was another low elite guy that we drafted in the 4th round. 78, he got a nice growth there. I was kind of debating between Arena or McIntyre, but let's give Arena the shot. He's a power forward. Fritz Meyer's a power forward. I don't know. We'll kind of space those guys out. Ortiz, this was another guy, low elite. Defensively, again, just more veterans, kind of depth. Not much for prospects, except for Prince. We're getting this guy in. He's going to be playing medium elite, 68. We're giving him the shot. Goaltending-wise, same thing, Radslav and Vorobeyev. But you know what? Honestly, with the power play too, I'll show you. I did put Prince in, Kulishchev, so Arsenault, trying to get some of these guys going. I don't really mess around with the AHL lines too much, but with those guys, figured I'll give them a shot. Let them play. Now it's time. The NHL roster. Buffalo. Oh, Nelly. This is make or break. It's all in. It's cup or bust. That's where we're at. That's our motto for this year. McKenna, Johnston, Point. 92s or higher on that first line. What have I been bitching about the past 5 years? We don't have a right winger that matches with McKenna and Johnston. Now we do. No more excuses, right? Second line, we still got Geeky, Lawrence, Urov, Tippett, McMillan, McLeod. Like, what a great third line. Hanzik, Ekplanas, Neighbors. Neighbors on the 4th line, little weird, I agree. Kutsevich, I don't know, I feel like he should be playing, right? So I got some decisions to do. Maybe it's Kutsevich and Hanzik. We really kind of do a slower sim, kind of get them both playing the even amount of games. Or we just send back Kutsevich down to the AHL. I don't know, I'm still trying to debate which option to go there, but this is kind of the idea now. Defensively, it's stacked. You know it. You love it. Ended up keeping Booch, Power. We're going all in for this year. Power play-wise, we got this. Johnston, McKenna, Point, Geeky, Darlene, running with Darlene on that PP1. Then the second one, we got Lawrence, Tippett, Urov. Then we're going with the 2 defensemen, Power and Bouchard. We paid these guys. I want them to play. So that's how we're going with that power play 2. Here's your PP1. Like, that's stacked. Again, man, 92 or higher on that PP2. Or sorry, on the 4-man power play, 92 or higher. Amazing. Then you got Lawrence, Tippett, Booch, Power. That's your power plays. Penalty kill. What do we got over here? McLeod, Urov, Ekplanas, McMillan. We got these young guys playing. Then we got Lawrence Johnston. Just a really stacked third pair for the penalty kill. McLeod, Ekplanas, McMillan. Extra lines, we got Johnston, McKenna, Lawrence, Point, McMillan, Geeky. All the same, goaltending to wrap it up. Wallstead, Lennon. Gentlemen, no excuses. Sabres, that's your lineup going into the year 6 sim. We are going all in. This is our moment. Cup or bust. Can we do it? Or man, I'm telling you, if shit doesn't go our way when it comes to the EA's Voodoo Sim, some big changes may have to happen with this core. After this year, we got some expensive players coming up, and Darlene, like McMillan's going to need an extension. There's just players that need extensions. I'm not looking forward to it, so I went all in for this year. Cup or bust. And we still have some money to play with when it comes to the trade deadline when we're looking at Lundqvist. Maybe this is an idea of somebody I would like to upgrade at the deadline to really just beef it up, go all in. All right, there's the lines. That's a wrap on the video. Next one, year 6 sim. Go up to the trade deadline. This team should be automatic. Should be able to get that all done in one video there. It was a big off season. I had to break it up into 2 chunks. Just, man, that July 1st, that was a lot. Had to try and figure out exactly what we all had planned. Ended up going the route of keeping Power. Keeping Bouchard for this year. And just pray to God, the EA Voodoo gods, they have our back for this one, right? So that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, whenever the hell you're watching this. Buffalo. Next video, year 6 sim. Let's get this cup.